Hi everyone, my name is Bethany and I, along with my husband Sean, run Trash Pandas Thrift. We are a six-figure reselling business, and here on this channel, we share with you all of our tips, tricks, and experiences, also that you can start and grow your very own reselling business too. Today I have a super exciting haul for you guys. I'm so excited to dive right in. It is going to be mostly vintage, style-based, a couple of bolos thrown in there, some that are even vintage bolos. This is going to be a haul that, especially for you guys, if you're outsourcing and you just cannot find great brands, you cannot find those items that have amazing sell-through rates, you're just not in an area where you're finding all of that, this is for you. This is going to be exactly how you can take these items that other people leave behind that can be worth a ton of money. Most of the ones I'm going to show you are going to be vintage inspired, style-based, with some bolos as well. You're not going to want to miss this. All right, before we dive in, I do want to say we have been getting a ton of questions from you guys here on YouTube and on Instagram about our shipping and packing process for all of our items. So let's cut to Sean real quick so that we can get a quick sneak peek of our shipping process.
Did somebody say the shipping department? Sean here, reporting for duty from the shipping department. And today what I want to talk to you guys about is, very quickly, I wanted to show you our process for shipping items. So Bethany told me you guys have been asking a lot of questions, and instead of just telling you about it, I wanted to show you how we ship hundreds of items a week using GyroPack, which is our personal favorite poly mailers for shipping our items. So real quick, what I have over here for you guys is I already have a blazer and a t-shirt folded up. It's already an order going out from our Whatnot show, and because it couldn't fit into this 10 by 13 poly mailer, we decided to use a 12 by 15.5. It's already folded up, as you can see, just like that. All I'm gonna do is just do that, go like that, rip that plastic off, throw it to the side, pack it up, and this guy is ready to go. Now, besides just doing that, I'll show you how I can fit 3 pieces into a 10 by 13 poly mailer, which that'll be interesting, but let's fold it up and show you real quick. Here, we've got this beautiful, oh my goodness, Jean-Paul Gaultier, oh there it is, Jean-Paul Gaultier going out in this order. So I'm gonna take this, fold it up real quick, give it some love, fold it very nicely, put it to the side. We got this Oak and Fort polo going out right here too. We're gonna fold that up, nice and easy. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, folded. And then we're gonna take this, what is this? Oh goodness. I don't know what it is. It's a dress, and it's right here. And we're gonna take it and we're gonna fold it just like, oh, there's a tag. It is, oh, it's actually daily practice, which is super cool. We're gonna take this, we're gonna fold it like that, and now watch this. All 3 pieces are gonna fit nice and easy into this 10 by 13. See that 10 by 13? It's gonna go right here. I'm gonna press it right there. And check this out, guys. Fold it in. Fold it in, tuck it. The Oak and Fort is fitting in nice and nice. And watch this. Just like that, we got 3 pieces going out in a 10 by 13 poly bag. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did with the other one. I'm gonna rip this off right here, throw it to the side, boom. And you know what, because there are 3 pieces, I like to double bag them sometimes. And even though I double bag, guess what? I have it written down in my handy dandy notes. This poly bag is only 8 cents each. So for 16 cents, I get to do 2 bags and give it a little bit of extra protection. And just like that, guys, this order is packed and ready to go. So this is the poly bags that we use, and I wanted to show you very quickly a little bit about our shipping process. I have some little handy dandy notes so I can tell you guys, these 10 by 13s, for 500 10 by 13 poly bags, they are $40.08 each. And for our handy dandy 12 by 15.5 for some of our bigger packages and larger orders, these come out to $58 for 500 of these bigger poly mailers. That comes out to 12 cents each. That is a fantastic deal, and you guys know I'm all about net profit, and because I'm all about net profit, I'm all about saving money everywhere that I can, and GyroPack has really been helpful in doing that for our business. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Click below to get our 10% off coupon for your first order or your next order or whatever order you so please. And we'll see you in the next one, heading right back to Bethany doing her haul video for you guys. Later.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, let's dive into this vintage haul. I have so much to show you. I am so excited. I've got sweaters, I've got dresses, I've got everything. We're gonna go through it all with some great keywords. You guys know the deal. It's gonna be a haul, Trash Pandas Thrift style. All right, let's start with the first one. I need a hanger ready. That's how good these are. So the first one, look at her. Are you kidding? Come on. Okay, this is a vintage sweater. This is actually a vintage Bavarian sweater. It is made in Germany, so it is a traditional German sweater, but this one is different. This one is special because, as you can see on the bottom, it has this beautiful embroidery of a farm scene. It is so good. It is so wholesome. Also, in and of itself, it is a bolo. It is a style-based bolo. This is the brand. It is made in Germany, of course. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Litza. So this is beautiful boiled wool, and then it's embroidered with those sheeps, and I think that's even a farmer. And you have a little cottage in the back. Farm scene sweaters are a bolo, especially when they have these very unique prints. This is so cottagecore, and it is unique. And unique is the biggest bolo that we absolutely talk about here on Trash Pandas Thrift. Unique sells, and this is a great example of a $65+ piece that I found in an old bin at the Goodwill outlet. And I looked at her and I'm like, you poor thing, you are coming home with me. This kind of stuff, take a second look at it, because sometimes they can be worth a lot of money, especially when they have that type of very unique print, farm scene sweaters across brands, across styles, vintage or not. I'm taking a second look at those. And they are just so cute, and that is an added factor. I 100% would keep this. It's stunning, and it's an on-trend piece, which even adds more value. All right, let's dive to the next one. Next up, this next one is a stunning silk piece. I need to get her on a hanger so that you can see her in all her glory. All right, so she has absolutely no brand tag. It is a stunning 100% silk, made in India, asymmetric hem, maxi dress. So it does have a little content tag, which I was super happy about, because I felt like it was silk, but sometimes you can't be 100% sure. So I was really glad there was something that said it was 100% silk. Now, this is such a stunning piece and a style-based bolo in its own right. These type of silk dresses, this one is even more stunning because it has a baby doll style. In the back, it is smocked. It has a beautiful asymmetric hem. This is such a great fairy silk slip dress. Absolutely stunning with that 100% silk. Fairy is such a good keyword for her. Another one would be baby doll and midi. There are so many different ways you can go with this one because it's floral. I could even see cottagecore. These types of dresses are always a yes for me when they are in 100% silk. Easily a $60+ piece because it is so unique and stunning. What a great one. If she fit me, she would be mine as well. I need to stop saying that for this haul. I'm gonna keep saying that. If you're a vintage lover, you feel me, because wow, is it hard not to keep a lot of this stuff sometimes because it's just all so good. And vintage is some of my favorite categories to sell across categories, right? Vintage sweaters, vintage dresses, because number one, high quality pieces. Number two, they don't make it like that anymore. All right, next up, this is another style-based bolo. We're heading right off, right to the races. So the brand doesn't matter here, but I do want to show it to you. What does matter, however, is this little tag right here. You see that it says a few things. It's going to say 100% pure wool, and it also says hand knit. Those two things add a ton of value. So this type of sweater is called a Fisherman sweater. That is a style of this one. It is a beautiful Fisherman cable knit sweater in a very classic Fisherman color. This is a classic color that Fisherman sweaters usually come in, kind of like an ivory off yellow color. It has that beautiful cable knit to it, and it is hand knit. That also adds a ton of value. Like I said, it doesn't matter that it's vintage Ellen Tracy. That doesn't matter to me at all. The style itself, with it being a very heavy Fisherman style, such a great piece. It is a great bolo. It's a great style. And those are all of the keywords I would use. Absolutely great piece. And one of those times I would much rather find this than a great brand. I would rather find this than Lululemon. I don't care. I would rather have a Fisherman sweater because these are so good. They're an absolute great fall bolo style to look out for. Okay, next up. Up next, this is not vintage per se. However, some of the pieces from this brand that you may find can be. However, it's one of those items that fall in line with they don't make things like that anymore. It's so high quality. So I had to add it in, and it is a bolo that you absolutely need to know. It is called Citron. This is a stunning, stunning piece, and it is so vintage inspired. You can see it as soon as you look at her. So this is a linen blend blazer jacket. This is stunning. The front, amazing. And then the back, look at those birds. Look at that print. Animal print number one. I'm happy. Like, I'm so happy, number one, just to get a good animal print item. For it to be from this brand, even better. Asian-inspired pieces from this brand, Asian-inspired prints, that adds a ton of value, especially when you can get it in certain materials like this one. It is a linen blend. No brainer. This is an easy $100 plus piece. It is absolutely stunning. The style is something that I absolutely wanted to point out to you. These all over artistic prints are very art to wear. They're very abstract. These command attention. And even if this was not Citron, even if it was not a bolo brand, I would still pick this up. And that is the best part about finding certain bolo items, because it doesn't matter if it's a be on the lookout brand. If you add that with a be on the lookout style, that is even better than brand alone, which is why I was so excited to get this beauty. She is absolutely stunning, so definitely wanted to show you guys her. All right, next up. I'm gonna keep having to use a hanger because for some reason I feel like I need to treat the vintage items with respect. If you get what I'm saying, like, they need to be shown off. They need to be respected, like the elegant ladies and gentlemen that they are. Like this one. She is so elegant. This is actually Y2K Anthropology. There is the tag for you. It is a gorgeous piece. It's another 100% silk slip dress. Full stop. I am always looking for 100% silk slip dresses. You're going to see it in every single vintage haul I put out because it is just such an easy no-brainer. It is so on trend. Lingerie inspired pieces, especially when you add silk to that, so on trend. So when I saw this with its lace embroidery, its little bows are a huge trend too. Easy fairy grunge 100% silk slip dress, easy $30 plus piece. I was ecstatic. I love these tiny little pieces. And at the Goodwill outlet, this weighs like what? I don't know, probably like half a pound less. So $1 into 30 when it comes to these really small silk slip dresses, such a great flip, especially when you combine it with keywords like fairy grunge. When it comes to this one, easy. What a great sale. It's such a good piece. All right, next up. All right, this is a good one. I actually posted this on my Instagram and I wanted to show you guys on YouTube too because, all right, anything crochet, I'm there. Anything, and I mean it. Like, I am known at our Goodwill outlet that I am like obsessed with crochet. If you find something crochet, Bethany wants to see it. Bethany wants to like obsess over it. So I was so happy when this came out in a bin. I followed that bin, and this was the first thing I grabbed. It is from actually an Austin, Texas-based brand, Eclair Designs. There are some beautiful Texas-based, Southwestern-based, Western meets kind of like dark cottagecore pieces, dark feminine Western pieces. That's what this brand does. So when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, crochet in a dark color, that is such a goodie. This could fit into so many different style aesthetics at once. It is like a hybrid of all of them. It is a beautiful monster. You have the crochet, so it's dark cottage core. It's black, so it fits into the dark feminine aesthetics as well, like whimsigoth and witchy. So stunning. What a great piece. This is a thick, substantial piece as well. This is a style-based bolo for jackets and sweaters. When it comes to this types of pattern and style, easy $50 plus piece. What a stunning one. Brand doesn't matter sometimes. Style-based sourcing is just so much fun when you find pieces like this. It just made my entire day to find this. It's the little things. It's really the little things when you source the bins or anywhere else really, when you find things you really love. All right, next up, here's another bolo that I wanted to make sure to show you because this is actually one of the very few times I found it. And again, it was in an old bin. I'll show you what she looks like first. So she is a gorgeous kind of crinkle material maxi gown, which is what this brand is known for, crinkle material. It is Alkema. Alkema? I'm not sure. Either way, it is a gorgeous, very expensive, high retail, high resale bolo brand. They make beautiful crinkle dresses. I have found them in actually a different material. It was still crinkle, but it was a little more crinklier, if that's even a word. It was a rayon crinkle, so as you can probably imagine, it had a stretch to it. This one is just polyester, but it still has that very notorious crinkleness to it. Stunning piece, very much luxurious, art to wear luxurious vibes. I could even see like lag and look for this as well. So I absolutely wanted to show you this one. All right. Ooh, this is a good one. I love when we go from like a bolo brand and then I pick something up and it's a mall brand. And I tell you, I'm even more excited about this one because I am. All right. I kind of just gave away what this was though, because I was going to say, I had a skip plan for this one, so I'll still do it. Humor me for a minute. I was going to say, look at this gorgeous vintage ornate beaded beauty. Isn't she beautiful? She's so heavy. It has to be vintage, right? No, it's not vintage. It is vintage inspired, and it is from Nasty Gal. I was shocked. I was literally on the floor. I was shocked that this was Nasty Gal. But to be quite honest, after looking into it a little bit, Nasty Gal makes some super expensive on-trend stuff, especially their new releases. In their new releases section, they even have things based on trends. They have pieces going for upwards of $300 retail. And this piece easily retails for over $200 from Nasty Gal. When I tell you she weighs like 3 pounds, I mean it. She weighs 3 pounds. Of course, I still got her at the Goodwill outlet because I would literally list this piece for upwards of $100. That is because she is the perfect combination of so many factors. We're going into the holiday season. This is a holiday glam dress. 100% could see it for holiday season, cocktail, gala, glam, name your event, name your formal event. Plus, it is an on-trend, aesthetic, vintage-inspired piece. This type of black, very feminine gown, easily a fairy grunge gown, and those two factors combined created a bolo from Nasty Gal. It's wild to me. I was so excited. I literally ran to this because honestly, I thought it would be a very common brand to find this type of stuff in. It's called Scala. I thought it was going to be vintage Scala. No, I was even more shocked that it was not. And honestly, I have a few more like this piece that are going to be vintage that I'm going to show you in this haul. And you're going to completely get what I'm saying. When you see the comparison, it's wild. So good job, Nasty Gal. You're killing it. All right, next up, this is a goodie. So this little number is a 100% Shetland wool sweater vest. The brand does not matter, but the brand is Centaura? Yeah, I think that's a T. Centaura. So it is vintage. I'm assuming about 90s, maybe 80s. It is 100% Shetland wool. That is a key feature here. It is also a camel brown color. It's a sweater vest, which means we can use so many different keywords to add value to this piece where honestly, so many other people passed on this. So many other people. And I looked at her and I was like, you are such a good grandpa sweater. That's one. It's an academia sweater vest. Sweater vests are so on trend for 2024. So that alone, even if it wasn't Shetland wool, add Shetland wool. That is a whole other category that adds value because it's a great material, plus grandpa, plus 90s, so many other keywords I could spout out at you. So many, and the more keywords you could use, the better. That's how you know you're on the right track. So this easy piece that looks basic, but she's not basic at all. So I was super excited to find this. Sweaters are some of my favorite categories to find with vintage. I have a few more vintage sweaters to show you that I'm super excited about too. Next up, this is another 100% silk slip dress. You know, the bread and butter. But it's bread and butter for a reason. This is my bread and butter vintage that I wanted to share with you because honestly, I find a lot of this. I find a ton of this every week. This is just one that I picked out to share with you because this is the style. This is the blueprint. It is not really a case of what brand it's from. This one's just August silk, most likely 90s, vintage. What matters is that it's 100% silk, a slip dress, Maxi, more value, short, still great. Add in fairy, add in some other great keywords, and it is such a good find. These silk dresses are like my bread and butter. So I'm really excited to have another one to share with you guys. Ooh, this is a good one. All right, this is actually Sean's favorite of this haul. So he really likes when we find these really cool kind of newspaper print pieces. And I am really excited when we find it too. This is Live for Truth. It's not vintage. However, it's vintage inspired because there are quite a few vintage designers that are known for newspaper kind of pop art pieces. This type of newspaper print is a style in vintage designers that's a bolo. So when you look at something like this, you're like, oh, this is a dupe of a super popular vintage style. I can take value from that. Use similar keywords like pop art, newspaper print. Someone who doesn't want to spend $100 for the real vintage designer thing can get this instead for a $30 item. That is awesome. And the reason why I love finding style-based items that resemble other more expensive items. You're really cute. It says some really cool things on it too, actually. Cute. Okay. Next up is a good one. This is a little vintage lingerie teddy. Lingerie, 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 lingerie. That's one of my favorite categories. Also, I really like this lingerie brand. This is Notori. So this is vintage Notori. It's stunning. It is a satin lace effect. Look at the little lace embroidery, little ruffle on the bottom. It is like new, which is wild because it is white and it's a teddy. So I was like, I don't know what I did to deserve this. Thank you, thrift gods, for bestowing this on me. This is a great piece. You can add keywords like fairy or coquette to. When it comes to vintage lingerie, there are so many different style aesthetics that are feminine that you can use, and that is why I love picking these up so much. And they weigh nothing, but they're substantial because of these style-based trends that you can give them value with. All right. Ooh, a sweater. Yay. Okay, it's sweater time. I love sweaters too, which is weird because they're kind of like opposites, but I'd say my two favorite things to find are lingerie and then grandpa sweaters. That is exactly what this one is. This is what I would call a vintage grandpa sweater. That is an entire category of bread and butter and sometimes bolo style-based pieces that you can pick up that you're probably leaving behind. The brand does not matter here. It is a random vintage made in Italy. Oh, actually made in Bulgaria, styled in Italy from Segredo. Very grunge, dark colors, coupled with a very interesting kind of geometric pattern, oversized. Grandpa sweater. Slap that label on and there you go. You got a great grandpa sweater. That is such a huge trend, such a huge keyword style-based aesthetic that does really well across platforms. I love sourcing these. I have actually sourced them and have used that keyword for the last few years and it's only growing in popularity. So I love sharing these with you guys. Next up is not vintage. However, it is vintage inspired and it's a great style-based piece. So you are actually new with tags. So I was pretty shocked about that. This is new with tags from Raga. So I know that sometimes they're sold in Anthropologie, not always. However, this, you can just tell already. It is faux suede and suede. huge for 2024 fall and winter fashion. Plus, the keyword I have been talking about on this channel and like all year has been Western and cowboy and cowgirl. Tell me this does not embody all of those, plus the fringe, plus the faux suede, and it's a dress? Come on, all you gotta do is throw on some cowboy boots, go to a rodeo, you are all set. What an on-trend fall dress, because I love sourcing dresses even in fall and even in winter. So I was super excited to find you. All right, here's the real thing. I told you after the Nasty Gal, we're gonna see the real thing. This one is not Scala, it's another brand that I like to find these in, Jaccara. So this is a heavy, like it is heavy. I need to use like 2 hands to hold her up. Heavily ornate beaded sequin top. These can come in tops, they come in dresses. I love these. Love, love, love finding these because for cocktail, holiday, glam party season, these are the best. And also they're coming back in terms of a trend when it comes to Y2K and 90s fashion, even though some of these aren't even vintage 90s or Y2K pieces. I actually think a few of these I found are from the 80s. It doesn't matter because people associate them with the 90s and Y2K fashion, and that adds a ton of value because the #1 hottest keyword for the last few years, and I don't see it slowing down at all, Y2K. So I was super excited to find this. Next up, another little fairy dress. Ooh. She has a little cowl neck too. All right, so this is a Y2K dress. This is a style I love to find. It's from Giorgio. It is Y2K. As you can see, it's asymmetric, so one side is longer than the other, has a cowl neck, has sequins, has floral. All of those factors stack on top of each other to make a super cute style aesthetic piece. This is the embodiment of fairy grunge. This, if you're like asking me, like, Bethany, I don't understand fairy grunge, this is it. She is a stunning fairy grunge piece. I love sourcing these. Easy $30, and people left this behind. So I scooped her right up because she deserves a new home, and a Y2K loving girly is gonna love this. I actually would love this myself. I would wear this. It is so cute, which is something I would call all of these, unfortunately. All right, next up. It is a great style piece as well. Okay, this is another one Sean really liked. He loves sourcing the pop art stuff, and I do too. So it's really nice to have 2 people that are looking out for the same style. Actually, I think he found this one. This one is really cool. This one is Y2K DKNY, another kind of newspaper pop art style piece. Again, these are emulating some very expensive styles from some vintage designers that make these type of pieces. So it's not vintage designer, but it looks like it. And it's the same style that people are looking for already, and that is what you capitalize on. You use the same keywords such as pop art, and that is how you have a great Y2K sale without Y2K designer. It doesn't need to be designer, it just needs a style. So I was super happy to get this. And there's like little lobsters on it. That is so cute. I really like this. Very unique, and the more unique, the better. All right, next up. Here's another sweater piece. I want to make sure I had some good sweaters to show you guys, and I really lucked out with the sweaters this week. So this is a cute little Y2K sweater fringe flare sleeve moment. All things I love. It's from, that's funny. Look at the brand. I love Y2K tags. It's brand new USA. She's not brand new, she's vintage. She's really cute. It is like an open knit, kind of, I can see Western and cowgirl working for this, and retro, kind of gives me hippie vibes too. So many style aesthetics at once. That's how you know you're on the right track. I was so excited to find this. Such a great Y2K piece with a hood. These are also sweaters that I'm looking for as well. So really wanted to show you guys this one too. And it's made in the USA, which I really like to see on Y2K pieces. All right, I got one more for you guys, and it's a goodie. I saved the best for last. So this is a 2-piecer. Of course, we're ending it on lingerie. How can we not? But this is not just any lingerie. It's a 2-piece set, and they're in excellent condition, and they're silk, and they're Victoria's Secret. Let me show you the tag. It's Victoria's Secret. So good. I can actually tell you when it's from. It's not on this one. Maybe you have the date on the other one. Oh, there's no date on these pieces. These are most likely 90s though. Maybe early 2000s from that tag. They're stunning. And red silk lingerie for the holiday season. You get where I'm going. When it comes to holiday season and different trends for different holidays, you can capitalize in two ways, right? Red holiday set, Christmas, gala, holiday. Also, it's silk and it's lingerie. Easily 90s, Y2K, and fairy. You can use both, which is why I love mixing and matching different keywords for things. All right, that was my last piece. Why do these always go so fast? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it goes slow for you on the other end, but for me, I'm like going through these and I feel like I have a ton and then I'm like, where'd all the pieces go? These are easily my favorite hauls to film and share with you guys. I hope that you guys like them as well. If you do like the vintage hauls, please make sure to let me know because I love curating them for you. And I put them to the side throughout the week to be able to show you a good pile of different things that I think that are interesting. Maybe you didn't even know that you should be picking up. So if you do, let me know in the comments. I'll continue to put these out. Maybe I can make this a weekly thing if enough of you guys like it. Let me know if you do. Give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you. Let me know if you had a favorite piece, which one it is. And yeah, that's it. Bye guys. See you in the next one.